Feel the winds picking up with Snyder and JT. Scopes on the turf where the next legends will be. Big college games light the sky with pride. We're breaking down every move from every side. A draft storm is coming, you can feel the rush. Sports 5, I'll got you covered, no need to hush. No better place to find your NFL draft prospects. Ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Player of the week spotlight steals the show. Underdog upsets make the headlines grow. We scout every snap, every breakout star. Turn raw talent into futures that soar far. Snyder's got his beer and his opinion runs loud. Check our top 25. Draft storm is here, no fear. We'll take the wheel and steer through the fiercest phrase. Fueling our draft storm with the passion we make. From campus turf to stadium roar, we separate the signal from the lore. In the swirl of rumors, we speak the truth. Tune in now, drop storms your proof. Draft storm is coming, you can feel the rush. Sports 5, I'll got you covered, no need to hush. No better place to find your NFL draft prospects. Draft prospects. Ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Ride the whirlwind with insight you can't neglect. Growth of it, touch your kite. If it weren't for sports, how would we survive?
All right, good evening. Welcome to Draft Storm. We are into playoff and bowl season. Before we get into that, we're also into the winter months, and here in Pittsburgh, we're starting to get the cold weather a little bit earlier than we normally do. I mean, December can be cold, but January, February is our real cold time, but it's already starting to drop into the single digits, close to that. Impact HVAC, man. If you have any problems with your furnace whatsoever, you need to get out and you need to give them a call. There's no doubt about that. You have to give Impact HVAC a call to come out. You got to. If it drops down into the 20s, man, it doesn't take long for your house to drop down as well. So don't get stuck with temperatures plummeting. Call Impact HVAC at 412-297-1852. Impact HVAC, they were the sponsor all year long for Impact HVAC Player of the Week. So we thank them for everything that they have done for Sports Survival. And that, again, is Impact HVAC. We are in playoff season, and it's playoff time. So we bring in the playoff expert. We bring in Snyder. Snyder, how you doing?
A wonderful day in the neighborhood.
And it's JT and Snyder. As you guys see the screen behind us, it's not JT Snyder. That's my bad. It was. You blame that on AI. I had AI make that. It's a cool-looking little draft storm thing for the background, and I did not say JT and Schneider, so that was my fault. Schneider, last week, I wouldn't say there was anything. Was there anything that really surprised you right off the bat last week with the games itself? Was there any game where you're like, wow?
Georgia beating up on Alabama that bad?
That was bad. I mean, Alabama literally had nothing on offense whatsoever.
No, they stunk. Georgia killed them.
After watching Georgia, do you put Georgia, Ohio State, and Indiana right in that? Like, you think it's them three teams in the rest of the field kind of thing?
More than likely, yes. I still have Georgia a hair lower. I still don't love their offense, but they did make Alabama look like Northwestern. So, sorry, Northwestern.
if you had to go one team outside of the big three, outside of Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, would you go Texas? You think Texas Tech could be the real deal with
Texas
their
Tech.
defense? They could be the real deal.
I don't know. That's the problem with them. They've beat up on everyone on their schedule like they were supposed to. I mean, the best teams they played were Utah and BYU. They didn't play really anyone out of the conference that was any good. That's all you got to go on them. But the teams that were in their conference that were good, they had no problems with them. And the one game they lost is because their quarterback got hurt. He didn't play most of the second half. So Texas Tech is the one team. I just don't see him. I don't see him beating Indiana. I think Indiana's too well coached and just that good. They've beaten Oregon and Ohio State this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving them the upper edge on that one just because of that.
And you look at the brackets. I have them up right now. What I know we already talked sort of about the four teams that are getting a bye, which are all we just talked about the top three, pretty much them against the rest, and Texas Tech possibly being that. If you had to take one team between 5 and 12 to make a crazy run, like one of them just like a Notre Dame run from last year or whatever, where a team just puts their head down and makes its way. Is there anybody there that you think possibly could just start playing real good football? A&M maybe, with just the one loss?
I would go with either, but they got to go against Ohio State for that winner. No, I really don't.
Really, nobody there. Not even like an Oklahoma or an Alabama. You don't think Alabama finds it? You think that?
Well, Oklahoma, Alabama. Who knows who's won? I don't think either of them beat Indiana. So it doesn't. To me, that doesn't matter.
That's
I don't think they will help. They could, but I don't see it. A&M and Miami might be the best matchup of the weekend, but their problem is they got to go up against Ohio State, who I still think, if they're not number one, they're number two. I mean, I still think they're that good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to figure a lot of them these last couple of weeks that Ohio State hasn't had Smith and Tate on the field at the same time. Give them a week to heal up. You'll see Ohio State back.
And let's get into a couple of the teams that aren't on this list. I would say if you went in order, to be the little bit of bitching you hear is Notre Dame. A lot of bitching from Notre Dame.
I would say that's a lot of.
The other two teams that sort of had a little talk, but they don't have much to lift on is Texas and Vanderbilt. I mean, do you think the committee got this right?
Well, Vandy has no case. Texas has the best case of anyone, I think, because they have the three best wins out of every team that even made the playoffs. There's no one has a better 3 wins than they do. Problem is they have that third loss against Florida. I mean, two of their losses are Ohio State and Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good.
Yeah. So, but Notre Dame, they're the big one. They're the one doing all the whining. Join a conference. Get it over with. You know what? If you joined the ACC, you would have been in it. Or if the ACC would tighten up their championship game.
Yeah, the
tiebreakers.
rules for tiebreakers.
Miami would have been in it, and it wouldn't have had, so.
I mean, do you get any part of Notre Dame's bitch or not really?
No, they lost. Hell, Florida State had a better bitch than they did. Florida State didn't lose any games.
Florida State?
A couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. You're right. And they lost.
They were undefeated and didn't get in.
That's right. They lost their quarterback late in the year, Travis, and they almost like held that against them, which, I mean, which wasn't right. You're right. I forgot all about that. They had the undefeated Florida State Gators.
Yeah, they had a better bitch than Notre Dame.
Florida State Seminoles. I mean, they literally went undefeated. They saw Jordan Travis tear his ACL, and they basically they didn't bring him. They let him in. They let him in.
No.
Another quick thing that happened over the weekend. We got a week before these games, so we got some time. Of course, you got the Army Navy game. I know you like watching that. You said it's one of your favorite games to watch. You just like the atmosphere, just a good football game. It's just just a well played.
It usually is. Yeah. This old
And
time football sort of makes me feel good watching them guys play the way it used to be played.
yeah, and they play it right. You're gonna see all kinds of showboat and all kinds of stuff. You're gonna see some hard hits. It's just gonna be a good old school football game. And I agree with you. It's the last real game of the year before bowl games and playoffs. Um, One thing that did get announced over the weekend, I want to see what your opinion is. The four finalists for the Heisman: Fernando Mendoza, Diego Pavia, Julian Sayin, and Jeremiah Love. I don't have much problem with that. Do you have any problem with anybody not getting in there?
The four guys are there. I have no problem with. I mean, who are you going to put on there other than those four?
I know Marcel Reed has sort of had a case for a long time, the kid from A&M, for a long time, but I think sort of slowed it down at the end of the year. That was the only guy I'd even think really. I mean, you don't give it the. I know what's his name's the best receiver probably in college football in the last 15 years, but his numbers weren't gaudy or nothing.
No, Smith doesn't deserve to be up there this year.
Yeah, so if you put him even next to what Fitzgerald did the one year that Fitzgerald got in,
No.
it's not even close.
He had a little over 1,000 yards. Not a great year, stat wise. I mean, he may be the best receiver, but the Heisman's not the Heisman who puts up. It's usually anymore. It's usually a quarterback.
Yeah, every once in a while we get a running back like a Genty type of guy. Or, last year was an aberration with Travis Hunter getting it. In your opinion, if you're a betting man, I think I know your pick on this because I think you have this guy as the number one pick and probably the Heisman winner. Do you go with Mendoza in your opinion?
Yep, I think that's who it is.
I think
he showed a
Pavia
couple big wins. The big win against Penn State and the big wins against Ohio State, I think locked it up for him.
I think Pavia has a chance.
I like Pavia. I think he has the second best one.
I agree.
And I think those are the top two guys.
Yeah, Love and Sane are just going to be fighting for the.
They both had good years, but I think Mendoza and Pavia had the two that stick out.
Now, I know you haven't shifted all your gears yet into the draft, and I know you will be doing that soon. From what you saw from Mendoza, does he seem like the kind of guy that could lead an NFL team to you? From what you saw, from what you gathered,
I'd say yes.
Tall kid, he can move a little bit.
He's not a statue, so he can move a little. He has a good arm. He pretty much makes good decisions. Then you have to ask the one other question: who's going to beat him out?
That's true too. That's very much true.
There's not anyone.
I mean, this is going to be a defensive. It's going to be a defensive laden draft again, where I think more defensive players are going to be at the top of the draft, and it depends on where a guy like Jeremiah Love slips in, because you're starting to see running backs creep up again, like the old days. Not quite like the old days, but Bijan, Genty last year. I mean, they're starting to get picked before the top 20s now.
If they think you're an elite guy, they'll pick you early. But if they don't think you're elite,
I think Love's going to be. I think Love's going to be considered elite. Being honest, from what I gathered and what I watched from him,
But the thing is, the quarterback's going to be number one, just because all the teams early on that need one. I don't see anyone else having that type of a year to make people feel good about it.
I agree.
The one guy you could maybe is Moore from Oregon, but I think he's going back to school.
I think he already announced it. Actually, I think
he didn't say it for.
Okay, there's a couple guys that announced it. I mean, I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see quarterbacks getting pushed back to next year. We already know probably Manning's not coming out.
Yep.
A lot of the quarterbacks might make the 2027 draft be the quarterback class that everybody thought that this one was going to be. I mean, because think about it, when we talked about quarterback draft coming into this year, Mendoza wasn't mentioned. There's no doubt. I mean,
no, not at all.
And he came out of nowhere. So you basically have a guy that wasn't even mentioned. The guys that we thought during the year that had potential, Drew Aller, didn't happen. Carson Beck for a while we thought might have had a chance, but he started really rolling. He started rolling a little bit there. Then he looked bad for a couple.
It was
games
Manning, Sellers, Nussmeier.
That's right.
Your top guys.
Yeah, those are the three that we were all like, oh, that's going to be. I mean, Sellers.
And the guy from Clemson, Klubnik. Yeah. Those are the guys you kept hearing.
I think Klubnik took the biggest fall, which I love that. I hate the fact that Pitt ain't playing Penn State in the bowl game, but I love the fact that it's Penn State Clemson, because you want to talk about two teams that totally went from top 2 or top 3 beginning of the year in most top 25s, and
Well, they were both top 5, so yeah.
they both just flaked.
Greater.
Pitt got crushed because they get East Carolina. It's just a nobody cares game.
Hey, they're an 8-4 team.
Come on, East Carolina.
That's the ACC. Come on.
Pitt could have
beat?
Pitt could have played Penn State. That'd have been humongous.
Well, but they didn't. Get over it.
I'm hearing rumors that Penn State didn't want it to happen. Is what I'm hearing. They didn't want Pitt to be Pitt.
They have no control over it.
They already decided they were in it. They said, if you want us, we're not gonna. The way teams are anymore, I don't know what they control anymore. I mean, and let's talk about Notre Dame too. I mean, do you see that as just being a bunch of crybabies? What they did,
yes,
because they could have been a decent bowl. They would have been a good bowl game.
Don't go to one then. I don't care.
Baylor did the same thing, but Baylor's was just sort of a different.
Well, some of the 5 and 7s and 6 and 6s, they were sort of on the borderline of whether their even season's going to continue. So they're sort of in a different situation, like Rutgers.
Yeah,
different situation.
There was a bowl game
left the team for the year, etc.
There was a bowl game that they were still waiting on a team. I think they might have. I don't know if they did it or not. I got to figure it out. But they had they were actually looking for a 5 and 7 team to play in the bowl game. So I get it, man. The college playoffs is going to be fun. Now here's the question. I know like TJ out there. I love TJ. He loves his James Madisons, his Navies. At the end of the day, man, is this right to have these two teams in a playoff when you have teams like Texas and Notre Dame not playing in it?
Depends on your perspective. Do you want the 12 best teams, or do you want conference champions in it?
I mean, personally, I'd rather have the 12 best teams. Give me the 12 best teams.
But they made the deal to have conference champions, so that's what you get.
In your opinion, Tulane, James Madison, any prayer at all? Any prayer?
No, not at all. I mean, I already told you earlier on, Ole Miss already beat Tulane early in the year by 5 touchdowns. Do you expect that to change much?
No, I don't. I don't.
At what minute mark of the first quarter do you think that Oregon James Madison game's over?
I could see it being 21-0, maybe going into the second quarter where people are just like, okay.
Yes. Yeah, that game's not going to be competitive. Those two games the ACC has some answers or some things to answer for this mess. But those two teams, hey, the NCAA made the rules. Live with it, folks.
We got I'm gonna go to commercial and then we're gonna come back and Snyder, I'm gonna have you with the bracket up. Just go through it, brother. I'm gonna have you go through it a week before the games are playing. I'm gonna see how good you are picking this year. I'm gonna go with you as well. We're gonna see where we're different.
I give you an answer already.
I know, but we're gonna go game by game, see if you have any upsets in there. We'll go see who gets the best record out of us too. I don't think it looks like it's very easy to do at the beginning, but you know how it goes. Last year didn't go the way everybody thought it was. There's always a stumble somewhere along the line, but
somewhere.
Right before we go to break, though, remember Impact HVAC, guys. It's getting cold, man. I mean, Snyder, this December's been a little colder than what we're used to. I mean, we were used to this when we were young kids, but lately, it's been a little chillier, man. We're getting down in the 12s, the 13s, a little bit earlier than we're used to here recently in Pittsburgh. So if your furnace is starting to kick a little bit, and mine did, and Tony from Impact HVAC came over. It was before the cold really happened. Just the first times it got into the 50s and 40s back in October, and he came over, fixed it for me. That thing's running amazing. You need somebody. They're 24 hours. You give them a call, man. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's 412-297-1852. And Impact HVAC is also going to be a big part of the NFL draft party, which is going to be huge, people. It's going to be Thursday, April 23rd, of course, for round one. It's going to be at Lucky 13. It's going to be great food, desserts, signed helmets, different giveaways. It's going to be a great time. I'm just starting to get it really, starting to go after some different baskets. There's going to be baskets for people at each table, stuff like that. It's going to be a cool swag bag. It's going to be a cool time. I sort of know what works and what doesn't work in these things now from doing a couple years of it. So we're gonna have fun. That's all I ask. Is come on, Pittsburgh fans. See what the Steelers pick, which that's a story for another day in its own right. But we're gonna go to commercial. We're gonna be right back after this with our picks through the playoffs. All right, now is Villains Media. Great guys from there. They're not on here tonight. They come on here a lot. I am trying to get something together here for next week, to do a round robin Wednesday thing, with me, Snyder. And remember, it's two names. It's not me. It's not JT Snyder. It's JT and Schneider. But I'm gonna get a couple guys to come over from Villains Media, and we're gonna have some good talk because everybody has their own opinions on what's going on. I'm going to be interested. The first thing I'll do next week when I bring them on is let them make their choices that me and Schneider are going to make right now. And Schneider, I'm going to just write these down while we go, even though we'll have it video and I'll rewatch it, but we're going to do this right now. Schneider, we're going to start with the top. Oregon, James Madison.
Oregon.
All right, Schneider takes Oregon. I'm going to go Oregon too, just for shits and giggles. Over 21 points or not? They beat them by 21 or more?
Try 40.
All right, Schneider says plus 40.
It's not good. It's not a game.
Okay.
They can't compete them.
I got you, and I agree with that. Oklahoma, Alabama.
Oklahoma.
That's a good. Oh, man. This is where I'm going to go different than you. I'm taking Alabama. I just can't see Alabama laying an egg 2 weeks in a row like that bad. I don't think Oklahoma's that great of a team. I think they're good. I think Alabama has enough pride. They're going to come back into this, and they're going to win. So that's where we're going to go a little different there. I'm going to take Alabama in that one. Even though I would not be shocked if Oklahoma wins. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be one-sided either way. But I do.
Low scoring game. Low scoring, good, close game.
I think I think Alabama's going to hope it is because they're not putting a ton of points on the board. I guess this next one's easy enough. You're taking Ole Miss. No
35.
doubt there. He's going plus 35. I'll tell you what, if he hit both of them, man, I'll tell you, you should have bet that in a whatchamacallit, double bet.
This is the best game. This is the best one coming up, I think.
This is a good game. Miami and A&M. A&M's only lost one game this year. Miami's had their struggles at times. I mean, they look very good. Down. They look very good against Pitt. I got to see them live, and I'm telling you what, their defense is fast as hell. Ruben Bain's a stud. Keep Ruben Bain in mind for a top 3 pick in this draft coming up. And if a team for some reason gets that first pick, don't need a quarterback and can't move out of that pick, don't be shocked, man. I'm telling you, reminds me a lot of that Myles Garrett draft. Reminds you of a time that you just get that defensive player. Just
he's not that same guy. He's not that guy.
I don't think he's that guy either. But I'm saying a team that needs a defensive player, even though if it's like Tennessee, I think they get out of that pick no matter what, no matter who wants to pick what at number one. Because I think Julian Love would be good there. But let's get back to this game: Miami, Texas A&M. I'm sorry.
Miami.
Who do you go? You're going with Miami.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Texas A&M, man. I think that they. I know they lost the last game of the year, but I think that they are. I think that they're gonna show up for this one. I think A&M's gonna do.
I think this all comes down to Carson Beck. If he plays well, Miami wins. If he blows it, then A&M's gonna kill him.
That's what scares me. Carson, it comes down to Carson Beck. That's the
Yeah.
part that's rough. Because he didn't even look good in the Pitt game. They had a good running attack against Pitt. Okay, so we go to Oregon, Texas Tech. Great
Tech.
matchup. Going
Tech.
Texas Tech. Ah, man, I got to go Texas Tech too. I think their defense is good enough to keep Oregon on the fence, and I think Oregon. I think Texas Tech's offense finds a couple big plays that they need, and I think Oregon will be limited on their big plays. So I'm going to go Texas Tech as well. Another close one. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Be a good one. All right, so you got Indiana, Oklahoma.
Indiana.
Okay, you're going Indiana. I got Indiana, Alabama. Great matchup there. I mean, a matchup of great names, but I got to go Indiana. I honestly think Signetti's got something special going on there, man. Like, really does. I can't see either of them two teams. Even if Oklahoma would win against Alabama, I can't see really having a legit chance of beating Indiana. We both got Ole Miss, Georgia. Nice matchup. Nice SEC matchup.
Georgia.
I think I'm going to go Georgia too, man.
I know it's all paint, but oh well.
I like the way Georgia played against Alabama, man. I think
good.
They found their defense found a different.
They've gotten better as the season went on.
Yes, they have. And I don't think Gunnar Stockton is the greatest, but I don't think he's going to hurt them as well. I think he's good enough to make the plays he has to make. You got Miami against Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I got A&M against Ohio State. I got to go Ohio State. It's almost impossible to go against any. So we basically got the 4 teams, which
I know.
That never happens.
We're going paint, but oh well.
We are going. I mean, so you got Indiana, Texas Tech. I got Indiana, Texas Tech. What do you go there?
This is the tough one. If there's an upset, I think it's this game.
I agree with you. I think this one could be like one of 21-20, kind of like real dirty kind of games played at the end of the game where
it's just.
I'm gonna go Indiana.
I like Signetti too much.
I'm gonna go because of Mendoza. I think Mendoza makes a play.
I like Signetti. I think he's gonna. The guy's been a hell of a coach for his 2 seasons there, and I think he can pull another one out.
So we are going fate. We're going straight down the record, man. Georgia, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
See this one. If Georgia's defense plays as well as they did against Alabama, I mean, Alabama has 2 very good receivers. There's Ohio State's, but they're not that much
they
worse.
made Simpson look bad. They made Simpson look terrible.
They did. Could they make Sayan look terrible?
We'll see. But I think Ohio State's receivers are too good. Plus, they can run the ball.
You know what? I talked myself into it. I'm taking Georgia. I'm taking Georgia in an upset. I think Georgia. I think that's the part of my top 4 that's going to be different. I think Georgia is just their defense is in a different level right now. I think they blitz Sayan, they keep Sayan on his toes. I think they got good enough corners that if they put the pressure on them, they can cover when they have to cover that quick passes. So I'm gonna go Georgia like 24-20, and I think all these games are gonna be close. Which there's always gonna be that one blowout. You're like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming. But I think we could be on to something with the 4 teams making it. I really do. I don't think I can't really see. It'd have to be like an Oregon or an Oklahoma. Because I don't think Miami or A&M could beat them lower, the Ohio State. So I think it would have to come up top. And I don't think
Oklahoma can't score enough.
I just don't think that they
great D, but offense is very limited right now.
So
they can beat Bama, but I don't think they're going any farther. So
you go Indiana, Ohio State, the rematch in the finals.
Yep, I do.
And who do you pick?
A different winner this time.
You're going Ohio State to repeat.
Yep, I am.
So Snyder has Ohio State. I got Georgia, Indiana. I told you, I think it's a team of destiny right now. I think Indiana's just going to do it, man. I think Signetti's going to get any kind of money he wants the rest of his life after this season.
He already did.
I think he's going to get even more. That's true. I think he's just going to be one of them. time, but I'm taking
He already is.
Indiana. I'm taking Indiana, man. Indiana in a very good game. Another one of them.
Oh, I believe it'll be good either way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think the Final Four when they play, it's gonna be good games. I think Texas Tech ain't. Texas Tech's the one team that ain't really talked about. They're not bad at all, man. They're good. They're a
You
good
haven't seen
team.
him play a real good team. I wish I could have seen him play a good team once this year,
That's true.
just to get an idea. I mean, not that Utah and BYU are bad, but they're not that upper level team. You want to see how they can hang.
Hey, there's our boy Terry, the UCLA guy. Love the hiring, Terry. Terry, by the way, I'd like to have you too. If I can get you, Andrew, and Chris next week, Ron Robin with us too. We already gave our picks. Just let you know if you were late. Snyder's got Ohio State going through. I got Indiana. I got Indiana, Georgia. He got Ohio State, Indiana. So let us know next week, Terry. Don't tell us who you got now. We'll get you on there if you're available next Wednesday at 7. I'd like to do a little quick roundtable. Get 5 guys up there, talk about things, talk about what we don't like about teams that are in it, what we do like. But I'll be interested in if any of you guys have somebody in the top 4 not making it, because I think it's hard not to see that. I mean, being honest, I know you always think that, but this is one of the years I think a top 4 is a top 4. Do you agree with me? Like a couple years, there's been a couple teams at number 4.
Now they're doing a different way of seeding the top 4. It makes more sense. Now you probably have your best 4. Last year you didn't have your best 4 teams in there, because last year you had like a Boise State or someone like that.
That's what I had, Terry. Terry, you weren't supposed to tell me it, but that's exactly what I had. I had Indiana beating Georgia in the finals. So we're not going to get you on next week, Terry. We're gonna skip you now. Nah, that's all right. But no, that's what I had, Terry. Terry, do you have any, before we go? Do you have any upsets? Do you have the top 4 making it to the Final Four, or do you have anybody out of the top 4 sneaking in? That's the question I have for a lot of people. Because I want to see who you think has a potential. I think you might be right, Snyder.
Well, potential. I mean, potential's Oregon. Could they beat Texas Tech? They could. I don't think they will, but they could. And the Miami A&M game, I think that's a real good. Problem is, I don't think either of them are good enough to beat Ohio State.
I don't either. I think A&M. I think A&M takes care of Miami. I think A&M might beat Miami better than people think. I just think Miami's soft. I mean, it has some good games. Don't get me wrong. He said A&M. He thinks A&M will be the team that could go to the top 4. If they get to the top 4, though, Terry, that means they got to beat Ohio State. That's a crazy one. That's the game I don't know if they have that in them. That's the part that's hard, because I think Snyder's right. Oregon has the best potential. He's already stated that Texas Tech really hasn't played a team yet, a good team. So if Oregon gets in there with their speed and their talent, that could be a rough one, man. That's what he just says. Terry just says that same thing. I cannot wait to see. That might be that might be one of the best games of the tournament.
Oh, it could be.
Not wait to see Oregon play Tech. He thinks Oregon.
Everyone wants to see Tech play.
Yeah,
everyone wants to see Texas Tech because you don't know.
He says a scientific fact that Oregon chokes. All right, but hey, Terry, thank you. Snyder, thank you. I got to run. We got the Rockin' Renegades coming up here in about 40 minutes. So, Snyder, we got this written down. So, we'll see what happens next week. We're gonna be here at 7, trying to get some more people on here, so everybody come on, watch our playoff predictions. Me and Snyder already made ours, so we'll sit back and argue with people that make their stuff. So
I'm good at that.
Have a great. Oh, I know you are. You and Chris, the Chris we bring on, Yins two will have a time to be able to just do that all night. But thank you guys once again. Snyder, talk to you later, brother.
Later.